Good morning, church family and Facebook friends. Welcome to our cooking video today, and this will be our second one we've done, and we are so excited about it, and we really thank you for watching us. And we've got a very special person here with us today that's going to give us a wonderful recipe. And I'm going to go ahead and start so we can get this over with quick. And I'm going to go ahead and start by introducing Marty Smith, and she's going to do her carrot cake recipe.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I'm glad to share it. We'll get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put the sugar in our mixing bowl. 2 cups of sugar. We'll add that. And we have a cup of vegetable oil. And we're going to pour that in. All of that. Okay. And then we're going to take that and we're going to mix this. Not too bad. Basically, you just mix it enough to mix it all well all together, and then we're going to add 4 eggs one at a time and mix it after each one. So there's one. There's 2. Okay, we've got that all mixed really well.
Got a question?
Question?
What? I'm putting an egg in and then stirring it and another egg and stirring it. What does that do for it?
It just makes sure that it's all mixed well, that it all gets integrated in really, really well together, that you don't have any lumps or clumps or pieces of egg that don't get mixed in really well.
And it's very important to include this step when you're making this because you can see how creamy the mixture is. So it's important to do like she did, one egg at a time.
Okay.
And then our next step, we have 2 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And you mix all of that together, and I sifted it ahead of time, so it's sifted, and that's a necessary step. It keeps that flour light and fluffy. So we're going to alternate adding the dry mixture, as well as we have 3 4-ounce jars of baby food, and it's just strained baby food carrots. It's 3 4-ounce jars, 12 ounces of baby food, and 1 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. And drain the pineapple, mix that together, and we're gonna add these alternately to the cake mix. So we'll start with a little bit of the carrots. Add a little bit of our flour. Clean the sides.
And let's let him get a shot of what the mixture actually looks like. It's nice and creamy, and you do not want to omit the step of sifting the flour because it does. And I'm not one to use a sifter. I usually just throw mine in, but if you've ever had her cakes, you'll know. They're delicious.
All right, we're just gonna give it a little bit sand around the sides. Okay. Just kind of, the pineapple will kind of stick a little bit to your beater, so you can just kind of rake that off. Well, there we go. It does not. All right, then we have a half a cup of chopped pecans, and you just stir those in. So we put those in. And that's all there is to it. All right, and now then, and we're gonna cook this one. You can do it in a layer cake, a 3-layer cake, or you can do it in a sheet cake. If you just grease and flour the pan, we're gonna cook this one in a sheet cake, and we're just pour it in.
And she uses Crisco to grease the pan and flour it, the solid stick Crisco, and it does so much better, I think, than like a spray, like your Venom or something like that.
Okay. We'll just shake that around a little bit, get it even.
Okay, is this ready to go in the
It's
oven?
ready to go in the
It's gonna
oven.
go in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 minutes for the sheet.
For the sheet cake, it'll be about 45 minutes.
Oh,
And the
45.
layered cake is 25 minutes
Okay, we're gonna-
for each layer.
Okay, we're gonna stick it in the oven
Okay.
and get started on the icing.
And clean these beaters off. Okay. Wash these off real quick.
Those, and that's for-
All right, so for the icing, it's really simple. You got a half a stick of butter, or a whole stick of butter, it's a half a cup. And you just let it come to room temperature. Just put that in there. 1 package of 8 ounces of cream cheese. And put that in there. And as soon as she comes back with those beaters, we'll cream that together. And then all we like is adding powdered sugar and pecans and a little bit of vanilla. That's all there is to it. It's easy cake to make. Takes no time at all. Okay, thank you. All right. There we go. Oh, the butter's really soft. Teaspoon of vanilla. We can add our, just little bits at a time of powdered sugar. Otherwise, we go up without a powdered sugar.
That'd be okay. This is what we need a kitchen aid.
I know.
decided we didn't need all of the powdered sugar, we got enough. You wanna try a little bit more, or you think that's it?
It's gonna be
That's
good.
Yeah, it looks good.
There it is. Yeah,
Looks yummy.
all right. And that's
Okay.
all there is to it. When that sheet cake comes out, let it cool and then ice it, and that's it.
Okay. And you need to show them the finished product. She baked one before she come, and it's the 3-layer, which is a little time consuming, but it is so delicious. Get a good close up of this, Steve. And
If you do the 3 layer, do you need to make more frosting?
yes, isn't that correct?
Yes, the sheet cake is a single recipe, which there's printed recipes, and it's just the single, which is for a sheet cake. And if you're gonna make a layer cake, double it. You'll have probably a little left over, but a single is not quite enough, and a double is a little bit extra. So you can just eat that with a spoon.
The icing.
Eat the icing. You want to
Okay.
cut it? I'll let
Sure,
you do
I
that.
can. The way I usually cut mine is just halfway, and then come on the side, and this is gonna be a good corner piece for someone. Or here. I think I can just, see, I think I can get it all.
How come the end gets the best piece?
Oh,
All right.
delicious. This is what it looks like, Steve. Here's the cake.
So you did put the icing in between the layers.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, if you do the layer cake, let them cool, get them out, let them cool, and then ice the top of each layer as you go up. And then finish it up around the sides. And that's it.
Okay, well, that kind of concludes our little video today, and I thank Marty so much.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have a question.
What size layers does he make? You do 8 or 9?
8.
Does anyone else have a question? No questions? Okay. Well,
I do.
okay.
You said you had enough powdered sugar. How do you know that?
The consistency, once it gets pretty stiff, so that, just so it's stiff enough that it'll stay on a layer cake if you're making a layer cake. It's not as important on a sheet cake, but you'll be able to tell by the
Or
consistency.
you want it kind of thick?
Yeah, frosting consistency where you can ice it and it'll stay on.
Okay.
It calls for a pound, and I had a 2-pound bag, so we just kind of eyeballed it.
Kinda guessed,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Cool.
this concludes our video then, and
Where can
thank
they find
you.
this?
Pardon?
Where can they find the video?
Oh, you can go to First Baptist Church, or Yantis First Baptist Church website, and pull it up. Pardon?
Facebook?
Facebook, yes. Or you can go to Cooking with Pat at the Couch House on Facebook and pull it up, and it'll be on our website for quite some time, or on the Facebook page. And we thank you again for being here. We had a live audience today, and we really enjoyed that. And so we're all going to get to eat. So if you want to ever join us, well, we would love to have you come join us and be with us.
Because
to
they
do-
never know what's cooking at First Baptist Church in Yantis, so come
That's
join
right.
us.
That's right. And if you don't have a church home and you would like to visit, we would love for you to come visit First Baptist Church Yantis. And thanks again for watching.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I've had it before every check, I've been to these, I guess like 5 years, at least like 50 potlucks in my life. I've never seen chicken. That's why I was like, I don't know.